Hello everyone, I'm Aliki and I've got a confession to make. You see, ever since 2018 when I had my, shall we say, awakening experience, I've been wanting to share what I learned with basically the whole world. And so I became a transformational life coach and I started coaching. And as wonderful as one-to-one coaching is, not everyone has a budget for it. And as much as I love working with people one-to-one and helping them discover the truth of life and the truth of who they are, the fact is, I just wish I could help more people. So in 2021, I created a public Facebook group called the Wisdom Quotes Cafe. In this group, I post a wisdom quote every day. Wisdom quotes like the ones that woke me up. And along with these wisdom quotes, I've added coaching notes. But there's always this problem that no matter what I create, and I've created courses over the years, I've created so much content, I post on YouTube every week. We tend to have difficulty applying what we're learning to our daily life. You know, it's one thing to watch something, to read something and say, oh, that's profound, that's amazing, that's life-changing. But it's another thing to actually live it. So because I never give up and because I like to find creative ways of doing things, and because I still have this crazy dream of helping as many people as possible, I created something called the September Adventure. And a small group of people signed up for this experiment. We spent the whole month together learning how to navigate life with our intuition, being present with life instead of living up in our minds all the time, and embracing the flow of life instead of constantly arguing and complaining about our lot. And let me tell you, it has been such a transformational and precious time. The plan is to continue doing these monthly adventures, and I want to invite you, yes you, to join me for the October adventure for a very affordable price, might I add. And if you're watching this after October or October doesn't suit, you can put your name down on the waiting list for another month. Here's a few snippets to help you make up your mind. I'm here this morning with Chester, the cat, and with Big Bear, who is the comfiest cushion on the sofa. We're going to be using this as our guideline. And this is really a window into my world. I'm going to be using this list to guide you into your inner wisdom, to that place where you can connect with your intuition in a really empowering way, diving deeply into life, learning how to live life more fully, and learning to tune out of the constant mental narrative and into that still small voice of your inner wisdom. We are simply going to be embracing today, tuning in to what's going on inside and following that sense of what's right for you. That's what we want to do every single day in this group. You are free to engage as much or as little as you desire. Go with the flow. This month you're going to learn how to trust that flow of life within you. The most important thing I would say is to be open to embracing the newness of life every day and not to be afraid to try new things. all have our stories and our struggles, don't we? And the beautiful thing is that during this month of September, we're going to become a lot more aware of these stories and not letting them interfere with what we're doing in here. So I call this delightful deprogramming. We really want to focus on the preciousness of today. You're going to enter into a brand new relationship with today that's going to hopefully revolutionize your daily life. I want you to recognize that this is your story, your identity that you've had about yourself, to leave that at the door and to welcome a brand new day. Thank you for already engaging with each other's posts. There's some lovely little conversations going on in the threads. Let's keep that going this month and really start trusting your intuition as to how you use this list and how you go about your day. We're all about coming back from living in this time-focused psychological realm into the moment where even the decluttering is going to be a beautiful activity that we can fully enjoy and not just a means to an end. Thank you so much to all of you for being so open and sharing your stories and your hearts in this group. It's just been amazing. I'm so grateful for each one of you. I don't want anything that's currently happening in the world or in the news to come into this group, because it's really a sacred space that I want to preserve for our growth, for the exploration and the discovery and the transformation that's going on here. When you do something new, it interrupts those old habits, those old patterns, and it sort of wakes you up a little bit. Might wake you up a lot, actually. Keep trusting that flow of life that you're tuning into. I'll keep giving you prompts to do some more practical things this week, and this will help with balancing everything. You know, this list is very balanced, and we want to live a balanced life. We don't want to be always wrapped up in the psychological realm or the physical realm or the spiritual realm, right? We are a three-part being, and we want to live a balanced life as much as possible. And we know when we feel out of balance. We know what that feels like. What an adventure it's been so far, right? We focused on being thankful for today and actually using the today list as a tool to bring out that innate gratitude that we have when we're not interfering with it by getting caught up in our thinking. And that was a beautiful week of sort of ushering us all into this awareness that, oh my goodness, gratitude just wells up naturally when I'm present with life, because it gives me an opportunity to appreciate the preciousness of actually being alive. And that one is really an endless insight that we can enjoy and delight in every day. Feel free to just take a break. We're here for the whole month, so it doesn't matter if you take a few days off or you don't even pop in. Do things at your own pace, because really this is just kind of a little life practice, right? We don't want this to be like some kind of retreat or seminar where you get all, hyped up and excited and raring to go, and then when it's over you go home and it's business as usual. We want this to actually spark that love of life in you. And we want this list to be something really practical that you don't just sort of follow and tick off, but rather you get it into you, and then you can just live it and enjoy it in your daily life. That's what we want. Now, the truth is, we can identify resistance every day. It still keeps cropping up, but that's okay because we're human and we have preferences. It's perfectly okay. The thing is to realize when you're getting in a strop, and you're arguing with life. As Byron Katie says, I don't have to like it. It's just easier if I do. Well, we don't have to like what's happening, but we can certainly stop trying to push it away or pretend it's not happening. This is where wisdom comes in. Wisdom shows us the way of sweet acceptance and peace, and realizing that everything is passing, it's coming and going. You are the only constant in all of this. So you can rest in that. So for the rest of this week and for the rest of this adventure, let's remember every single day that we're all happy, wise, and free in our true nature, and that we can experience this. And we have something to help us experience this, which is our today list. If you take a few moments to look through that list, I'm sure you'll find happy, wise, and free sprinkled all over it. And it's called the Today List because these things are here for us today. Today is the most important day of your life. Don't let what happened yesterday or what might happen tomorrow interfere with all that this day has for you.